in a dusty town in Mexico, where the sun burns hot and red, Maria lived a life of fear, with words better left unsaid. At 18 years of age, she carried scars upon her back. Her father's hand was heavy, and the sky was always black. She packed a little water and a heart full of despair. She traded all she had to breathe a different kind of air. The coyote led the way through the silence of the sand, into the devil's playground, across the borderland. The days were long and brutal, the nights were cold and blue, but the desert wasn't the only beast that Maria had to go through. A shadow in the darkness took what she didn't want to give, leaving wounds upon her spirit just so she could try to live. Oh, the road to California is paved with tears and thorns, between the life she left behind and the day a dream is born. She was broken in the desert under a cruel and heartless sun, but the story of Maria had only just begun. She reached the Golden Valley with nothing in her hands, a stranger in a city trying to understand the plans. 3 weeks of heavy labor, then the world began to shake. The doctor said a life was growing, a heart was bound to break. She felt the sky fall on her, she felt the weight of shame, but she whispered to the spirit, "You will never bear the blame." She found a little corner store and people with a soul. They gave her work and kindness when the bells began to toll. In a tiny quiet room, baby Jesus saw the light, a child born of a tragedy, but a star within the night. She worked the double shifts, she kept her head held high. She told him, "Son, the limit is the beauty of the sky." Took his mother's courage and he gave it back a name, with a cap and gown in summer and a fire in his chest. He became a shield for others, put the law to every test. Now Jesus is a lawyer, fighting for the tired and the poor, opening the gates of hope and locking every fear-filled door. He bought his mama a garden and a house upon the hill, where the memories of the desert are finally standing still. She looks at him with pride through the eyes of all she knew, that the greatest love of all is what can pull a person through. Maria suffered long, and the path was dark and wide, but she raised a noble man with nothing left to hide. They're living out the dream beneath the stars and stripes today, where the mercy of a mother washed the bitterness away.